The story of Alexander the Great. Our story begins in 356 BC in the capital of the Kingdom of Macedonia, when Alexander the Great was born. His father was Philip II, King of Macedonia, and his mother was Olympias. Alexander was raised according to the methods of Macedonian nobility, learning reading, writing, horseback riding, fighting, and hunting from a young age. Philip loved Alexander very much and wanted him to become a great king. He always said to Alexander, "My son, we cannot achieve anything without taking risks." When Alexander was 10 years old, a trader from Thessaly brought a sturdy horse for Philip and demanded a high price for it. When Philip tried to ride the horse, it disobeyed and refused to let him mount. Philip, disappointed, and ordered the horse to be taken away. Alexander, who was watching, said to his father, "Father, if you could give me a chance, I can tame this horse."
"Are you sure, my son? This horse is dangerous. It might harm you."
"I know, father, but until we take risks, we cannot achieve anything. Isn't that right?" Finally, Philip allowed Alexander to try. Alexander, with his keen observation, noticed that the horse was afraid of its own shadow. He turned the horse to face the sun so that its shadow fell behind it. The horse, no longer seeing its shadow, calmed down. Alexander gently stroked the horse, gradually tamed it, and successfully mounted it. Philip, with tears in his eyes, hugged his son with joy and said,
"My son, Macedonia is too small for you. You must seek a larger kingdom."
Alexander named the horse Bucephalus. Education by Aristotle. When Alexander turned 13, Philip thought,
"To educate such a talented son, I must hire a private tutor. My Alexander deserves the best teacher in the land."
Philip eventually chose Aristotle, the great philosopher of ancient Greece, to educate his son. Aristotle had a significant impact on Alexander's intellectual growth. Ascending to the throne. When Alexander was 20 years old, Philip was assassinated during his daughter's wedding by one of his personal guards for unknown reasons. After Philip's death, Alexander ascended to the throne as his successor. The next important figure in Alexander's life. The next significant person in Alexander's life was his childhood friend, Hephaestion. After Alexander ascended to power, many revolts occurred in Greece. Alexander needed to quickly stabilize his power. He said to Hephaestion, "My dear friend, are you ready to support me in these difficult times?"
"Of course, I will help you. You can count on me for anything, no matter how difficult."
Alexander appointed Hephaestion as his military commander and right-hand man. Together, they quickly quelled the revolts and established control over Greece. Expanding the empire. After consolidating his power, Alexander aimed to expand his territory and decided to attack the Persian Empire. In 334 BC, he moved towards Asia Minor, or modern-day Turkey. He faced the Persian army led by local satraps in a battle near the Granicus River. The satrap system established by Cyrus the Great was designed for better management of the vast empire. Satraps were responsible for implementing laws, maintaining order, and collecting taxes for the central treasury, similar to modern-day governors. When Alexander reached the river, the Persian army was already in a defense position on the other side, ready to prevent his crossing. The Persian commander mocked Alexander, saying, "We will not allow you to cross, and we will defeat you right here in the river." Alexander decided to surprise the enemy. He divided his forces into two sections. The cavalry, led by Alexander himself, directly attacked the river, catching the enemy off guard. While the initial forces engaged the Persians, the second section, the infantry, crossed the river and joined Alexander. After successfully crossing the river, Alexander's forces launched a powerful attack on the Persian army, breaking their defensive lines and forcing them to retreat. After his victory at the Granicus River, Alexander moved on to capture the cities of Sardis, Ephesus, and Halicarnassus. Sardis and Ephesus surrendered without resistance, but Halicarnassus resisted and was besieged for several weeks before falling to Alexander. These conquests gave Alexander complete control over Asia Minor and established a strategic basis for his further campaigns. These victories not only provided him with vast financial and military resources, but also boosted the morale and confidence of his troops. With his experience, Alexander decisively defeated Darius III, the Persian king, in the battles of Issus and Gaugamela. In these battles, Alexander, with fewer troops, used swift tactics and coordinated attacks to strike at the center of the Persian army. His main goal was to reach Darius III himself. Darius, realizing the danger, fled the battlefield in both battles. These retreats demoralized the Persian army, leading to their rapid collapse and ensuring Alexander's victory. As a result of these battles, the cities of Babylon, Susa, and Persepolis fell to Alexander. After the defeat at Gaugamela, Darius III fled eastward and was eventually killed by one of his satraps. The death of Darius III and the capture of these cities marked the end of the Persian Empire and solidified Alexander's position as the undisputed ruler of a vast empire. Continuing conquests and death. After conquering the Persian Empire, Alexander continued his conquests, moving eastward into northern India, where he won further battles. Eventually, in 323 BC, at the age of 32, Alexander suddenly fell ill and died in Babylon. Although his empire fragmented after his death, Alexander the Great is remembered not only for his vast conquests, but also for his profound cultural and historical impact, establishing him as an unparalleled leader in history. The story of Alexander's life ends here. Please support us by liking the video and subscribe to our channel for more content. Till the next video, goodbye.
Rivers part and flow, kingdoms fall, decree, heroes endless free. Alexander's light burning through the night, ambition in sight, immortal in